Hello everyone, my name is Daniel, and today we're going to be playing Can You Survive, an RPG game. Did you dislike that? Well, you better get used to it if the new FCC policy goes through.
New what policy?
So basically, what FCC is trying to do is they're trying to get rid of net neutrality, and...
Okay, wait, what's net neutrality?
Oh, sorry. I thought you used the internet so you would know this by now. The net neutrality is the principle that the internet service providers and governments regulating most of the internet must treat all the data of the internet the same and do not discriminate or charge differently by users, content, websites, platforms, applications. So net neutrality basically allows us to have an open internet where I can make a website, you can make a website, we can all just do whatever we want without having to worry about restrictions or lags on certain websites or having companies make regulations. But FCC wants to get rid of that.
Why would that be a problem?
Next time you turn on YouTube, any entertainment access you try to get, it's gonna lag because all the data is gonna go to other people or other websites. So if you want to watch a YouTube video, now you can't watch Markiplier making fun of gaming videos. You can't watch Steven being Steven without having to pay a fine.
Well, I mean, like, who would watch Markiplier?
Dude, I love Markiplier, so you know. Okay, well, with the formalities on side, I know everybody probably heard of net neutrality by now. I don't want to bore you guys with the same thing. It's basically people don't want it to disappear. It's a law that allows us to access anything we want. If you want to watch porn on the internet, you can without having to pay an extra $10 a month for it. You know, it just gives you that extra freedom.
What
But-
about Pornhub Premium?
PG-13,
Okay.
Steven. PG-13.
Not that I would know.
Not that I would know anything about.
Okay, fine. No, none of that crap. Yeah, you have to pay for porn, and it's weird. Because it's like, hey, honey, why do you have a $15 subscription to, I don't know, whatever, some fake website?
And do you really want that? That should be our slogan. Do you really want your wife to see your $15 porn subscription? But, you know, instead of just being like all the other videos that have come out so far being like, oh, yeah, that's a terrible thing they're doing. I want to give them like a fair chance to argue their point, you know what I mean?
So you're going to bring people who support the undoing of net neutrality?
So there's this guy, Ajit Pai. He's like the chairman of FCC, and he's like the forerunner of dismantling net neutrality. And his argument is that the internet is outdated. The internet can become a business. Ultimately, for consumers, that's better because if it becomes a business, then it'll become faster and more innovative, etc, etc. What do you guys think about that argument?
I mean, I'm actually quite content with what we have right now.
How can you make it better? Websites aren't going to change just because now you have to pay for it. It's just going to limit so many people from having access to other people around the world. And if America starts doing this, everyone else is going to also start doing it.
Yeah.
America, stop being such a bad role model. Get your act together.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
the drunk uncle at this Thanksgiving dinner.
Here's a quote from Ajit Pai. He says, I've been talking to a lot of companies. Look, we want to be able to invest in these networks, especially in rural and low-income urban areas. But the more heavy-handed the regulations are, the less likely we can build business case for it.
What? So you're pretty much saying let's spy on people so we can target them and their demographic.
Yeah, what he's saying, he admitted to this. He's saying that they're allowing Comcast, AT&T, or Verizon to have access to what people see.
I feel like he's treating people as objects and numbers.
Yeah.
With all these companies being able to monitor our everyday lives and what we watch, in which they could use to create a reliable statistics, may come in handy, but we're not numbers.
Yeah, man.
And that's another thing, though. If this net neutrality is undone, would advertisements just disappear altogether? Because then everyone gets a portion of the internet bill, I guess, for these certain websites?
You see, no, because what Comcast and Verizon would do is they would make for example, YouTube, to give them $30 million so that their internet access increases. And that means YouTube then now has to go like, all right, I guess we got to make our customers pay since we have to pay for this.
Yeah, so it's pretty much just benefiting everyone except for the people paying the bill.
Yep, basically.
This is not a good thing. Net neutrality needs to stay. And unfortunately, as a Canadian, we can't do anything about it.
Nope.
So Americans, stop letting politicians stuff their pockets full of your money. Don't do this. Vote no on the FCC prop.
You know, in the end, it really comes down to what you want. Do you want to pay more for whatever you are getting and allow trafficking to be distributed by big corporations? If so, don't do anything and let them repeal it.
Don't say that. Oh my god. Don't even use sarcasm. People are gonna take that as real.
But if not, go complain. If America does it, I can tell you right now, Canada's gonna follow on along really close.
And then eventually the world.
And then the world. And if you guys want net neutrality to stay, go to the links in the description below, fill out some of the forms, call your governments, call your senators, do everything you can. Just even one website, one complaint will go a long way, because if everybody does it, I think we can make a big difference. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!